People magazine gets roasted for its choice of Sexiest Man Alive. Lance Bass opens up about how Justin Timberlake is doing after Britney Spears called him out in her new memoir. And Taylor Swift's new BFF, Brittany Maohmes, reportedly wants to play matchmaker for Sophie Turner. All of this tea is coming up right now. It's Madison Hill reporting for What's Trending, and before I fill you in on who Sophie Turner might have her sights set on and what Lance Bass had to say about how Justin Timberlake is holding up after Britney Spears exposed him in her memoir, let me first fill you in on the controversy with People magazine's Sexiest Man Alive. In case you missed it, People named Patrick Dempsey as this year's Sexiest Man Alive, and while I think Dr. McDreamy has never looked better, many online are roasting People magazine for the choice. Which, speaking of getting roasted, if you're wondering how Justin Timberlake is holding up after Britney Spears made several allegations about him in her new memoir, I'll fill you in on what Lance Bass had to say in just a second. You see, People magazine's Sexiest Man Alive announcement was met with several critical comments, with the majority of social media users feeling like People is a little late with giving Dempsey this coveted title, being that he hasn't worked on any major shows or films in years. Now, it's worth noting that while Dempsey definitely deserves the recognition, it's possible he's receiving the title now due to the ongoing SAG-AFTRA strike. Anyone who has any current projects, like fan favorite Pedro Pascal, likely turned down the title due to the inability to promote any current projects. On a positive note, Dempsey seems more than happy to take on the title, as he told People magazine, quote, "I've always been the bridesmaid. I'd completely forgotten about it and never even contemplated being in this position, so my ego is good." Okay, moving on, before I get into Taylor Swift's new bestie playing matchmaker with Sophie Turner, let me first fill you in on the latest with Justin Timberlake. As you all know, Timberlake has been on the receiving end of some backlash ever since his ex Britney Spears made several allegations against him in her new memoir, The Woman in Me. And now his NSYNC bandmate Lance Bass is spilling the tea on how he's holding up ever since Britney spilled all the tea on their relationship. While speaking to People magazine, Bass said that all of his bandmates are doing good and, quote, "People will survive." Now, whether he meant Justin Timberlake will survive or the public will survive, it's unclear, but either way, it's good to know Timberlake is doing well. It's also worth noting that this is not the first time Bass has publicly defended Timberlake since Britney's book was released. Last month, he told TMZ, quote, "I feel like the world is so full of hate right now. Everyone deserves to tell their story. She did, and I hope the fans can find some forgiveness." Justin himself has not publicly spoken out since Britney released her memoir. While several reports claim that he's trying to focus on the present and his family, he did disable his Instagram comments, which was likely an effort to block out the hate. Okay, last but not least, let's get into the Sophie Turner tea. As you all know, Sophie Turner is currently in the process of getting divorced from Joe Jonas, and we also know that's not stopping her from putting herself back into the dating game. Just last week, reports claimed that Turner was spotted locking lips with an aristocrat by the name of Perry Pearson. However, several reports confirmed that there is nothing serious happening between Pearson and Turner, as she's just wanting to keep things casual, which is why it makes complete sense that Sophie Turner and Taylor Swift's new pal Brittany Mahomes would want to set Turner up with a new man. According to a source who spoke to Us Weekly, quote, "Brittany knows Sophie is newly single and has hung out with her before when Sophie attended one of the Kansas City Chiefs games. She would love to help play matchmaker." The insider went on to mention that Mahomes thinks Turner is a doll and would love to set her up with one of Travis Kelce's friends. Given the fact that Sophie Turner's bestie Taylor Swift already seems to be having fun dating a Chiefs player and hanging out with Brittany Mahomes and the other wags, I feel like dating one of Travis's friends would be exactly what Sophie needs to get over Joe Jonas. Alright, that's all I have for you on this episode of What's Trending Celeb Scoop. Make sure to follow and subscribe to us everywhere.